Hello, welcome to my Pokemon Horizons episode 17 review. So I make this a quick one as not too much happens story-wise. Fuecoco and Watchel are fighting, and I suppose not being used to each other yet makes sense. And Roy's trying to figure out what to do, and it's when he sees that Freed's letting Cap and Charizard battle to let off steam and grow close to each other. He has to battle Cap with his Pokemon, which doesn't really go too well for them. Something I really liked seeing was how both of Roy's Pokemon looked up to Freed's in a way, as we know Fuecoco already idolizes Charizard. But seeing Watchel looking intently at Cap's Thunder Punch is really great since we've only really seen its electricity in small ways so far. And this promises to try and master Spark. I'd say it also made me realise that Roy and Freed have crossover with their Pokemon types, which is pretty cool as they all have Fire, Flying and Electric on their Pokemon. The scene where they catch Turbulence was pretty intense actually when Watchel got blown away by the wind. Knowing it's not really the strongest at flying made me really curious how it'd be saved. Could Cap or Charizard help with it? Actually nah, it was nice seeing Watchel kind of regaining its composure and coming through itself, returning to the ship. But wind also helps power its electricity, so it decides to hit a spark against the stick, showing it's got it in it. I think my favourite part of the episode is how Roy uses his friend's advice to grow. Nico says the Pokedex had mentioned it was a wind that powered Watchel's electricity, and they go to Dot for advice from her. He mentions that Watchel being so small compared to other Watchel, probably makes it tough to go and get the necessary wind power to power up from running, which gives Roy an idea as he goes off and devises a plan. He exhausts himself training it, even missing his dinner. Finally, the next day his plans are ready and he challenges Cap again, and stacks Fuecoco on his head, and Watchel on Fuecoco's head. He throws him into the air, has Fuecoco gain height with Ember, and then Watchel gains more height with a jump. Fuecoco lands and gets Cap in the air, and Watchel dives in with a Spark, which Cap counters with a Thunder Punch and even loses his hat. Still trying to get the hit, Fuecoco rushes in with a tackle after Watchel's knocked back, and Cap seems to be able to fly to avoid it, and both Fuecoco and Watchel faint. So yeah, that wasn't too different from seeing Cap in action against the kids before. I think it's really cool how Roy threw everyone off with a totem pole strategy and put some amazing thought in how to try and catch Cap off guard, while also potentially revealing the secret that he can fly. This whole exercise had the effect of getting Fuecoco and Watchel to get along, which is really great seeing Watchel join in with their singing after being so annoyed at it earlier in the episode. I feel like Roy's making great strides as a trainer, as Freed even confirms that Cap got serious for a second against Roy as the episode ends. This might be one of my favourite training episodes ever. It's kind of brought on by a silly little thing, but there's some genuinely great growth for Roy's newest capture in terms of helping it overcome its shortcomings, which is Watchel's size and lack of ability to properly fly yet, which Roy had help from his friends in figuring out. A simple episode for sure, but a really effective one after all the excitement we've had in the Paldea region.